let's start with the big news. Obviously, you guys are going back to the NCAA tournament, second year in a row, third time in 4 years. And I know for some of you, Grace and Kelsey, you've been there for all three, at least in Courtney, the last two. I mean, a lot of college athletes don't even get to say they go one time. Just talk a little bit about what it means to be able to be a part of this and to go back again this year.
Yeah, I think it's like really cool. Like we can see like all of our hard work that we've been putting in during the summer and even last spring. It's just so cool to see all of our hard work just manifest and become what it is. So, yeah.
For me personally, it's been a really fun experience because over the past 2 times that I've been able to go to the NCAA tournament, it's been cool to see the growth from being like going for the first time ever and it being just completely brand new to last year being the second time. And we kind of had a feeling of we've been here before, but we don't know what's going to happen. And this time I think it being the third time around, it's given us the most confidence that we've had so far, which is a really cool feeling.
Yeah, obviously this will be Elise and I's second time, but I think that it's this year specifically, we get to drive. We don't have to get on a plane. We're going to stay in the same time zone. We're playing at a place that we've already played before. So it's different because a lot of the times in the tournament, like you're playing at a place you've never played across the country against teams you've never seen before. And so, I mean, I think we kind of have an advantage that way because we're used to it. We've played in the arena before. So I think this year, I mean, last year it was fun to go to LA. A lot of people, it was the first time being out west, but this time we're comfortable. We're more comfortable than we were last year. So.
Yeah, for what you said about me and Grace, this is our third time, and even for them, it's their second time. It's really cool to see this unfold for what we've been talking about since day one, since Grace and I have been here. And it's one thing to talk about it, but the fact that we've made it happen 3 out of the 4 years is really special, and not everyone gets this opportunity. And I think we really do take that to heart, and it's been great. Our freshman year, like Grace said, it was really new to us, and it was really new to a lot of people. And then last year, it was cool to get to go to LA and play this huge team, and now it's something that we've prepared for, and it's in grasp, and we can do this, and we've put ourselves in this position over the past 4 years. It's been a work in progress, and now we've seen it unfold, and it's just incredible that it's an opportunity once again.
We got to talk about how you guys got here too. If we kind of go back 2 weeks to the SoCon tournament, obviously some pretty tense, some pretty
Don't mention it.
some pretty tense moments. Specifically, the semifinal against Furman. You guys kind of had your backs against the wall. You were down 2-1. Furman had several match points. What's kind of running through your mind in that situation?
Well, again, I know one thing that we kept talking about in that moment was we have to trust that we can do this. And again, another thing that's unfolded, it's something that we've talked about since day one for Grace and I, and day one since they've been here. I really think we were just prepared for that moment. We knew that it was most likely that nothing was just going to be given to us. There's not many sweeps. Every team out there is after us. And in that moment when it could be the end for us or we can make this happen, we decided to make it happen. And it was a full team effort, and it was the decision that we made. And we were just really prepared for that moment because of what we've been through in the past and what our coaches have prepared us for. So it was just a great opportunity and moment to feel that unravel and see it actually happen.
Yeah, I think it's interesting, like from day one when we got picked to win the SoCon, we knew that we would have a target on our back the whole year, and we knew that going into every single game that we played, and especially going into the tournament. And the ability to have done it last year, to have won the tournament last year, I think gave us a lot of confidence in our ability to do it again this year. And I think it's cool because, like, looking at the four of us, you kind of have a full spectrum of a team. And like Hobbs said, it really was a team effort. I mean, Elise, I've never seen someone more excited on the bench than Elise. And being able to be next to her and then contribute, and you have next to me are two of our best players and two people who've started all 4 years. And so I think just being able to see how every single person can provide a spark and can push us through the finish line. And I agree with everything Hobbs said. It was a complete team effort, and it was crazy. Like, I think none of us would deny the fact that our hearts were racing the whole time, and you saw it from everyone, from the coaches, from the fans, and everything. But it was a crazy atmosphere, and to be able to do it again the next day against ETSU was pretty awesome.
Those two matches were something really special because I think that an ordinary team would have folded and would have crumbled under all the pressure that we were feeling. But we pride ourselves in like a sisterhood culture. So something that we always talk about is how we're like family and we have this undying loyalty for each other no matter what happens. And it takes an environment like that we've been cultivating for the entire season and then seasons before this one to be able to meet a situation like those two matches head on and prevail in the end. So I think that was really special.
Yeah, I mean, that game was so cool to watch and to witness and to see us all as a team come together. Like, we don't come out of that. Most teams do not come out of that. That 23 to 20? Most people think that's game over. Like, that is it. But I looked at all of our faces, and there was never a look of panic or desperation at that time. We were all just very composed, which is one of our key tenets that we talked about in this program, and we were all very calm during that storm because I know me and Kojo were just sitting there. We were dead locked in, just completely silent, completely focused, and to see us bounce back from that pressure and to work as hard as we did, like, that honestly felt like the championship moment that we've always been working for, and the pressure that we always talk about in practice and the pressure that we always try to emulate in drills. And you can just tell, like, we were built for it. We prepared for it for so long, and to see that happen exactly the way that it happens in practice, we were always thinking like this is not going to happen. Like, games don't work out like this, but to see it happen and to see all of us, like especially the seniors and even the freshmen, just be in such a calm state and such a focused state, it was so cool to see, and I'm so proud of us for pulling that out. So,
just kind of looking back on your time as a Bulldog, what kind of sticks out to you? What are some of your favorite memories of your time here at Samford?
Oh, God.
Tough question. I know. Let the tears roll if you have to.
Ooh, wow. Okay.
There's just a lot of memories. Like we talk about all the time, the sisterhood is so strong, and that wouldn't be possible without the culture that was set my freshman year and the ability that every senior, every single year I was here, was able to pass on. That's not something people talk about because this is a new team this year, but the seniors last year, they passed that on. The seniors before have all set that culture, and that's something we really pride ourselves on. So the memories are just, I mean, every single day we're making memories, and I probably couldn't even point out a single one of my favorites, but just getting to be with them all the time, that could be to your benefit or that could hurt you. And I think that we take that seriously, and we use the time that we spend together on the bus, eating, practicing. We're always together, and we use that to build our relationships. So we have some great times on the bus where I know, like, a lot of big teams, they have to fly everywhere, but we get to spend 5+ hours on a bus every weekend, and it's great, and we make the most of it. And then I think one of my favorite memories this year was the Furman game, because that was a championship moment, and I just saw the leadership come from us four all the way down. I mean, this is something that has been mentioned. We had a freshman on the service line at that moment, and to see her be so calm in that moment was amazing, because that's something that we want. That's what we want to pass down to the underclassmen, and that's just such an amazing start for their career. So the Furman game, and then obviously winning the championship, was probably my favorite volleyball moment.
I just thought of so many issues speaking. I mean, every day is a memory. I know that's cliche, but I think from 2 years ago, the team that we had 2 years ago was very, very different from what it is now. And I think that was the end of that season kind of sparked the sisterhood. And I mean, there were so many bus rides home that year that we spent in our group chat sending pictures and memes and all that, just funny stuff about each other. But that was the beginning of the sisterhood. That was the most special part of that year, I think. Last year, the ETSU game at ETSU that broke a record, I don't know, went 5 hours, it felt like. I remember Hobbs wasn't at that game. She was at home, and Elise played, and she balled out. And so I think that was just really cool to see the impact that someone can have off the bench. And that was a full team effort, too. I mean, extra points in almost every set and just coming down to the wire. I mean, we basically played 5 full sets of volleyball. And then this year, I mean, I can't even think of one that I could single out. But like Hobbs mentioned, having Emily on the service line at the end of the Furman game, and honestly, both times we played Furman late in the season, those games were both incredible, and I have chills right now thinking about it. I would say my favorite memory from last two weekends ago was I was back to serve, and I served the ball, and they set the slide, and Grace got this monster block, and I literally just stood there and looked at her, and she just what'd you say?
I said, serve it again.
And that, I mean, like, I have chills I'm about to cry, but I think that was just like the epitome of everything that we've been working for this whole year, and just to see it. I mean, Grace was a libero the past 3 years, and she just stuffed probably one of the best hitters in the conference, and so it was, all of it is just crazy. Bus rides, locker rooms, everything.
Yeah. Gosh, it's so hard to pick just one, and there's so many ways to say that I've enjoyed every second that I've been here. But it's more than just volleyball. It's the relationships that you've built. It's the behind the scenes, like, tears and laughter and fights and reconciliation that make every day, every struggle so worthwhile. Gosh, a volleyball moment, a volleyball memory. I think every championship has been an amazing memory, and something that I will never forget. Every dog pile that Keeler celebrations after we win a championship is one of my favorite things in this world. But it's smaller moments that that mean a lot more than every huge, like, pressure-filled moment like that. Like, they're both gonna stick with me for so long, and I really couldn't pick just one, because the emotions have been so high all the time this whole season because of the investment that everybody's made, and how in tune we are with each other to do and be whoever we are, and just the ability to be ourselves around a team full of girls from so many different backgrounds and so many different personality types, and that one of my favorite things about Samford volleyball as a whole, like, it might not be a volleyball memory, but is the acceptance that every single person, every even recruit feels when they step into our locker room, they step into the gym, that they go to lunch with one person or the entire team. Like, I think it's something really unique to Samford volleyball, and something that I am very proud of, is the ability for everybody who shows up to be exactly who they are, with no judgment and with just pure support. And I think that's what makes Samford volleyball just so special.
Here we go.
Gosh, I can't think of just one memory. Everything's been so special to see these girls just become the players they are today. Like, I'm so happy I got the chance to come back and become a part of their senior class. Like, everything's been so freaking special. Like, whether it's us watching Step Brothers on the bus, or playing psych, or me drowning in the pool watching while they watching me struggle. Everything has just been so special, man. Like, this season, honestly, you couldn't have written a better season for us. Like, and we have such a huge opportunity here. It's just so special and so cool to watch everything that we've talked about just become so true, and to have this great opportunity with these girls here and the younger girls to leave the biggest legacy that I think will come through Samford, honestly. I mean, the younger kids can try, but I'm gonna be a little biased here. I think we got it. But anyways, yeah, like I'm so happy. I'm so glad that, especially coming in here and being a transfer like me and Kojo, it was just love from the beginning, from the very start. You can tell like these girls accepted us into their class, into their program, and that's just so cool to see. So I'm excited. Bulldog Nation, y'all know what to do. It's dead day on Friday, so you know what?
Come to Bowling Green.
You might as well just come to Bowling Green. What's that?
It's only
3 hours and 43 minutes.
I know y'all can make it in 3.5 because I know the way some of y'all be driving. So
we'll see you there.
Just come support. Come watch history. You know.
All right, go Dogs. We've been the Samford Volleyball Seniors. Thank you so much for watching us this whole season.
Stay tuned.
Thank you.